Welcome back, guys, to the second beer review of the day. It's Sunday, it's about 1:30. I'm on my second beer. Well, quite frankly, the first beer was, you'll see it when it goes up, was pretty shocking. I only actually drunk half of it. That's how bad it was. I just thought, oh God, I can't even be asked to drink this. So yeah, on to the next one. Just quickly, what I will say is, during the last review, I said I probably won't finish the beer. I'd probably wash my mouth out with the Heineken 0% stuff, and obviously I've reviewed that. I thought it was really good for a 0% beer, to be fair, and what I would say is the 0% beer. If you're just drinking that from the start, you sort of think, you know, I had a pint yesterday, thought it was good. Second pint, it tasted better. But it's quite weird actually going to it after you've had a beer, and even the beer that I had was only 3.6% and not particularly enjoyable, but you really do notice the difference in it. So anyone that sort of, if anyone happens to have it, maybe don't have it after you've had an actual proper beer, if you like, with alcohol in, because you might find you might be a little bit disappointed until you get a couple of pints in of it. But yeah, it certainly opens your eyes a little bit how different a 0% beer is for drinking. Anyway, let's get past all that rubbish. I'm talking crap now. We'll get on with the second review of the day, and it is yet another one that I picked up from Asda the other week. It was £1, so I thought it's got to be worth picking up. And I believe they've been having these as Aldi for 99p recently. Anyway. It's one that I used to drink a lot of, because I did used to enjoy it. Obviously, my tastes have changed, and rather than just drinking beer to chuck down your neck, I actually sort of try and enjoy it and try and pick things out and pick flavours up. So yeah, it's from Shepherd Neame, and it's the old classic bottle of Spitfire that they do, amber ale, coming in at 4.5% in a 500ml bottle. Like I say, this was £1 from Asda. If I remember rightly, and someone out there can probably put me wrong, but I'm certain this used to be 5.2%, if not 5%. So yet another sign that in this country we tend to just take the piss out of the consumer. Why do they keep dropping the ABV on these beers? These beers, there's so many of them that are actually better when they've just been kept at that same percentage that they were. That's why they were good. That's why they got big. Don't change it. Don't mess around with them. Stop fobbing us bloody British consumers off. Keep the beer as it was. So that's my little rant for that as well. So I don't think the label's changed particularly too much on it. I could be wrong. Again, you can pick me up on that. I do love that bottle cap. I do sort of like all that sort of kind of style thing. The mod sort of look, if you like. Obviously that's the Spitfire thing, but you know, it's got that kind of look about it. Do love that, so that'll be keeping that for the collection. So without further ado, not happy with the clear bottle, by the way, so let's get it out of the way. Without further ado, let's get this beer out, get it into a glass, see what we get, and hopefully it won't be like the fucking dishwater that I've just reviewed. Hope you're all well, enjoying your Sunday, even though it's only sort of 1:30. Had a nice big fat breakfast this morning, so I'm ready. My belly's all ready for a couple of beers early on. So I'm getting the malt, but I'm getting a bit of a skunky aroma coming across. It's copper in colour, or amber if you like. Plenty of carbonation going up there. Yeah, definitely getting a skunky note off there. There's a spacious, that was a good finger ahead, but that's down to about half a finger. It is disappearing. So, pretty much crystal clear. It's only really the colour that sort of stops it. Head's nearly gone. Let's see what we get on the nose. Yeah, skunky. Get a little bit of skunkiness in there. Toffee, caramel sort of notes. A bit malty. If you can get past that skunkiness in it, It doesn't smell too bad, but there is that little bit of skunky sort of aroma in there. Anyway, could be better on the nose, but you know, not too bad once you get past that skunky. So let's dive in and see what we get. Cheers, everyone. And again, for me, there's that inkling of skunkiness in the taste, which is a shame. And I can probably pretty much guarantee that's because of this fucking clear bottle that they put them in. Breweries like Shepherd Neame should know better. Dark bottles, please. So let's get on with the review anyway. Body's not great on it. Probably as you'd sort of expect, maybe. Could be better on it, the body. Quite carbonated. Not particularly smooth. The mouthfeel isn't particularly nice. Big malty hoppy hit on the first sort of part of the mouthful. You're getting that bitterness in there. That does linger. I did a nosy before. Toffee and spice aromas. And that's, which is a shame, because it's a shame it's just on the aroma, that toffee, because otherwise all this really sort of tastes off, if I'm brutally honest, is the malt, and you're getting that hop, typical hoppy ale taste, and the bitterness to it. There's not really a lot to it in the taste for me. It's yeah, it's malty, typical ale hoppy taste, which is all a bit, if I'm brutally honest, a little bit sort of boring now. It's what you get. It's that sort of taste that you get in every sort of typical supermarket standard ale like this, which is a bit too traditional, really. It's so traditional, it's actually out of date and unenjoyable sort of hoppy taste now for me personally. Excuse me. If there was a bit more to the beer, some more other flavours to maybe balance it out a bit. But it's just really sort of like a malty backbone to it that's, you know, with a big hoppy sort of taste, which is just bog standard sort of stuff, really. Not particularly enjoyable, to be honest. I've got to say, it's what is it? I picked up the 4. The lager was okay. The unfiltered lager, it was okay. It didn't blow me mind or nothing. It was okay. But if I'm brutally honest, out of the 4 that I picked up, which was the Purity unfiltered lager for £1, Spitfire for £1, the Marston's EPA, and the Bishop's Finger personally for me was probably the best one out of the 4, if I'm totally honest. So yeah, very disappointed. 4.5% are you getting it? The bitterness might give you that. But again, just no really redeeming features about this beer that would make me want to pick it up again. So there you go for me. Unfortunately, another disappointing beer review. I wouldn't buy that again. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. A shout out to Shepherd Neame. Put your fucking beer in a fucking brown bottle. Looks after the beer better. Come on, you should know better, surely. Anyone else that's had it, I'm sure there's hundreds out there that have had it. I'm sure there's hundreds out there that like it. Not for me, but I wouldn't recommend it. So that's it for this beer review. Sorry for disappointing you yet again. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers, as I always say. Keep an eye out for my next video, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.